what would happen to Pinkie Pie?
That's a question for the writers, not for me.
The writers to the right of the stage, but that but that panel's coming up a little later today. So, and I wanted to know if Twilight Sparkle and Pinkie Pie were to do a body-mind swap, what would that sound like? I think what he's asking.
Friday. Dear Princess Celestia! I'm freaked out! With the Twilight plushie.
So I just have like a general question for all of you. Like, what was your reaction when you found out that the audience for the show was, well, this?
Total disbelief at first. Yeah. Until I got to the con and followed Tara Strong into the auditorium.
We were surprised and delighted. I mean, nobody had any idea, and it's just been incredibly fun and rewarding because, prior to the internet, voiceover celebrities didn't really know that people liked what we were doing, and so there's never been a fan base more verbal than the Bronies, so how could we not love them? Because they're so supportive, and the fact that they go online and find out who we are and then send messages about how much we're touching their lives, and I mean, that makes us feel so good. So we love you just as much as you love us.
Totally.
And knowing that all of you have latched onto something that we love to make really is a spectacular thing to have, and I'm really honored to be on the show. I'm really happy that I'm here, and I've been enjoying all the fans. They're so supportive and they're so sweet. It just makes me feel really, really and genuinely happy.
She's so cute! You fell asleep doing my hair, just so you know.
Yeah, they're really awesome. You see these little plushies up there? You see all these little grown men with these little cute little plushies? I'm like, that's so cool. I love it. They're so unique. It's just they're showing them their inner self. I love it. It's a great film.
You know this poor hand. You people are getting, it's like, ow.
This is a general question for all of you. In all your voice acting careers, what is the weirdest stage direction you've ever been given, Honey or otherwise?
Sound like yourself.
That's
weird.
Be a drain pipe. or be a yam.
Kathy, I need to know the context of that. How do you ever get asked to be a drain pipe?
Pretty random.
Like this.
All I did in the show.
Can I hear a little bit more drain pipe?
Alright, up the yam, more yam. I think it was a long time ago, but I think it was in a show called Spiff and Hercules. It was a long time ago. And all I had to do literally was just go. Well, that was great. Can you go longer than that?
Yeah, actually, I do have a response to that. The strangest direction I ever heard, because I don't know if you guys watched any of the Barbie movies, but I played Bibble, the little floating ball that.
Where did that come from, Lee?
And that was, and they're just like, make a bunch of noises. Make a bunch of noises? Yeah, but make it sound cute. And Kathy got to play opposite me. But yeah, that's weird direction. Just make noises and make it sound cute. I'm like, okay.
We were boyfriend and girlfriend. So we played many inanimate objects and many fruits and vegetables.
Like the cheese snapper with the strawberries too. That was the yam voice in Bratz.
It's very odd, I know. Next question.
Hello, darlings. I was just wondering, I know you say a lot of quite strange things when you are doing My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, but out of the whole of your voice acting career, what would you say is the most strange or unusual line that you have had to go and speak?
In My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic?
In the whole of your career, darlings.
You knew that was coming, right?
I did a hair demon in Inuyasha, and that was basically the same thing. So and then, Scooby-Doo!
Speaking of Inuyasha, I ate my brother up on a cliff. And so when I looked at the script, it said, like, you know, eating brother reacts. I ate your brother, but
how do you do field research for that?
I'm really sorry about this, bro.
It's for the career, bro.
Where'd you put my box of comics? I'm really sorry, buddy.
You've got gonorrhea face.
Yeah!
That was a strange one.
I played the first guy that died in Death Note. I don't want to repeat what he says right now, but it was probably the most disturbing thing I ever said. Yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
All right, I think we should get the next question.
Tara?
Yes?
You mentioned earlier that when Lauren first came over to your house to record, you also recorded Pinkie Pie's voice. Can you show us what Pinkie Pie's original voice sounded like?
Gosh, I wish I could remember the line, but it was a lot like Bubbles. She was just really hyper and happy and wanted to do all kinds of fun things and
You know, she was just like high-pitched. She was kind of bubblesy. But I wish I could remember the line. If anyone finds that little sizzle, I guess they could sell it for quite a couple dollars.
Okay, Julian.
Hi, so I'm Lauren from Brodies for Good, and I had a question regarding Kiki's Treatment Club.
Yeah.
And if Kiki ever got to the point where she could come out to the con or visit everybody, would you guys be able to make that happen at some point?
Oh God, her dad he would love to do that. The second she could, he'd be the first to put that together, and of course I'd help him. I don't think anyone would say no. She's just not well enough right now, and it was actually really heartbreaking to go see her the last time because she didn't seem to know I was there at all. But I also heard from someone else that she had the same thing when she was a little girl, and she just shut down she's had like 10 surgeries in the last month. So it's a lot of medication for a 6-year-old. So hopefully she will come, and we'll all come and be there, and she'll be able to say thank you to all of you. That would be amazing.
Because I know he has something regarding that he needs to show you. So if somebody could find Fireman. Oh, he's not here?
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Fireman, if you could come up here, please. This guy is his Fireman. He's a very talented wood carving artist. And I know he has something to present you, Tara, so.
He also made some amazing stuff for Kiki, and thank you so much for that.
Real name Ed Goodwin.
Fireman, take a microphone, here.
Here, no, here.
All the mics. All the mics. All of the mics.
And that's what happens when memes get into real life.
Speak into all the microphones at once.
So Tara, when I sent Kiki's carving and Ami got it, I spoke to him on the phone. Sorry, I'm trying to say this. He said something to me that I completely agree about you. You are an angel. What you do, what you're doing for Kiki and Grayson, you are their guardian angel. And I decided to do for you. for Our Lady of Strength, Tara Strong, the guardian angel.
By a rabbi, which is so sweet. Thank you so much. And really, I know I keep saying this, but she wouldn't be here without you guys. And it's not just the financial. When Kiki, her real name is Tiffany, by the way, had her first surgery, I wasn't on Twitter. I didn't know about the bronies. And Ami said that the surgery felt like it took 3 days, and he was completely out of his mind. And then the first time she had surgery with the bronies all over the world sending him prayers, he also called me in tears and said that it felt like an hour. And separate of people donating, just having them say, I'm with you. And I think that is another part of this community, is that we really are all with each other and there for each other. And he said it made it go by in an hour, just knowing that everyone around the world was praying for her. So thank you for all your support, not just financially, but with your hearts. And thank you so much. It's beautiful. Thank you.
I just want to give another shout out to I know that Andrea Lemon is going to be doing soon a bike ride for to cancer, I believe. What's the official word?
Yeah, it's the Ride to Conquer Cancer.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry to follow that.
And but we've also been working together and trying to coordinate so that we can get all the bronies donating towards that. So I think it's just incredible what this community is able to do. I'm kind of blown away by the whole situation.
And all of you guys have inspired that. And it's spreading and spreading and spreading. And because of you, goodness and the heart, everything's opening up and it's expanding across the world. And we thank you for that. It's a new movement. It's an old movement, but a brand new one again. So thank you.
Because friendship is magic.
Next question.
Alright, first off I want to say, you guys are freaking amazing.
Woo!
Second off, I got a present for you, Twilight.
Wow. I do love presents. Get it up here, sister.
It was in Calgary, and I was in the green room, and he said, and I introduced myself because I was a fan of Q, and he said, "You're Tara Strong?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Explain to me the bronies." Obviously, he's Discord, and he was completely shocked by the fandom and the support, and I said, "You should come with me to the brony panel." He said, No. I was like, "Yes, you should." And someone asked a Discord question. I said, "Well, I don't know, but he's here." And in the back of the room, Delancey just walked front, and people went nuts for him. And the thing that he said is, Star Trek inspired all kinds of science fiction, and the bronies and My Little Pony has inspired such amazing art. I mean, you guys are amazing art and music and ways to celebrate and feel love for each other, and it's really true. You guys, I mean, anything we say on Twitter, they animate in like a minute, and they're all so funny. I mean, Twilight Fart Sparkles was I don't know where I get these ideas, but then you guys take it to the next level, and it's just, you guys are so funny. I mean, you guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Verity over here has a question. Here, why don't you come up here? Come here. Gotta use the microphone, and then we'll talk.
Well, I have a question for Andrea and Kathy. First of all, Kathy, I know you voice Near, which is really awesome and stuff. And Andrea, I was wondering if you could please quote one of your favorite lines from Party of One. Sure, which one? I don't know.
Were you at the Party of One? Are you cheeky?
You have no proof. Secrets and lies.
You can use that microphone. They both work.
Hello? Who's best pony? If you want to answer that, that's fine.
Who are you asking?
All of them. Could you do that again for us and do it a little bit louder?
Okay. Who's best pony?
Who's best pony?
That's fine.
Who's best pony and...
If you want to answer that, it sounds like Fluttershy. If it's okay with you.
For a panelist to answer when all the other ponies are on stage as well.
Clearly, we all know the truth in our own heads.
Rarity's dad. It's Rarity's dad.
I've said it though publicly before, and in my opinion, Twilight is best pony, but that's no offense to everyone else.
And the only one who's cosplayed.
In my defense, I have a hat.
I actually play a boy.
They have costumes for that.
That's right.
You know what? I know at Everfree Northwest there was a shirt made out of a certain phrase that a certain voice actor said. I think that Andrew Francis has created this convention's phrase.
That's right.
Where do you guys? This is a question to all of you. I'm right here. Right here. Right here. Oh, yeah. I was just wondering where you guys usually do all your voices and stuff. Like, do you all go to one studio, or you do it from your house, or you know?
We all work at usually Dick and Rogers.
I do it from McDonald's.
It's just on the iPhone app. We got an app for that. Those are the side of fries, you know.
Or A&W sometimes. It depends what burger I'm into.
Sounds like that's a Canadian.
Seriously though.
Yeah, seriously though, it's a studio. Pony's all done at a studio called Dick and Rogers in Vancouver, except for I don't know where LA happens.
I usually record at a studio called Salami Studios, but I do some of it from my house sometimes too.
And another question for Tara. Can you do Twilight Licious?
Only if everybody does it with me. I'm the T to the W-I-L-I-G-H-T, and ain't no other pony trolling down like me. I'm Twilight Licious.
I like how Brit has just been sitting here absorbing this all.
She's like, what? Twilight Licious.
Yeah, she's taking it all in. She's just seeing the energy. Let's go to the next question. Who's got the mic? The mic is on the move.
I got it.
It's hard to stop once you start.
It's like sunflower seeds. I just got more.
So, recently, on Amazon, was put up the season 1 box set, which apparently has commentary on it. And I wanted to ask if you were allowed to say which of you provided commentary for that box set.
Not me. Moose.
There's a moose.
Look, there's a moose!
Moose commentary.
There's another one.
It was a moose that provided commentary.
Yeah, moose provided commentary. Yeah.
It's a herd of moose.
It's all this whole thing.
I have leg warmers.
I didn't know that meese sound like cows. I don't care if meese is
You know, angry cows.
That must be a real problem up in Canada.
It's a sequel to the Angry Birds app, actually.
You try to flake the mooses, the meese,
No.
and it just breaks.
They just tip.
They just tip. All right, let's go to the next question.
Okay, anyone's open to answer this one. I do some voice work myself, but recently I've come down with some kind of illness that's left me with some mild laryngitis, and I'm just wondering, what's your advice?
Don't hug us.
Because I know all of you. I know. It's like a foregone conclusion that all of you have probably gone through this at one point or another. But when
3 days ago.
Yeah, when it lingers on like this, what are some of your tricks and tips?
Yeah,
Oil
yeah.
of oregano is good to kind of flush
Oil of
it out.
oregano.
Yeah.
Hot water, flush it out. Lots of hot water and lemon. Use anything that's an astringent.
Stay away from cream or milk. Stuff
And
like
us.
Hug everyone you see.
Gotta work.
Maybe go to a doctor if it's really late.
Yeah, if it's
But sometimes you gotta go the antibiotics route. But the truth is, as a voiceover performer, if you lose your voice, you're not working. And we're just like everyone else. You gotta rest until it's good.
Yep.
You know.
I know it sounds bizarre sort of to pick different things, but for me, I just stay off of dairy and sugar because it just creates so much gunk in your throat, and that's like the bugs just love it. So I just go really clear and really light. And also, if your throat's really sore, when you have that kind of razor sharpness, which I had like 5 days ago, I take a paste of honey with fresh squeezed lemon, and it does wonders for your cough at night.
And if you have to, like I did the auction yesterday, and I didn't think I was gonna be able to talk today. But when you have to go into the studio, and when I've got a cold, I use. I'm looking for some endorsements now. I use chloroseptic spray. Why, with just a couple of squirts of chloroseptic spray, you can go from Tom Waits to a nice normal voice. So these and lozenges, I mean, anything that use antibiotics as a last resort, but just always lots of liquids.
Get
lots
a lot
warm
of rest. Get a lot of rest. Don't burn yourselves out. That's a big
right.
rest.
This is what I love about voice actors is that they can make anything sound like an advertisement. I recently interviewed Brenda Critchlow, who's the voice of Sakura. She's going to be at Equestria LA, and she's awesome. But she also does those kind of, those advertisements. She's like, the new Ford Explorer. It's like, and I wanted to buy one someday. Let's go to the next question. I think we got time for about one or two more.
Alrighty, me and my friends play a game called League of Legends. And
some of the voices for that game are here today.
I know, I'm excited. And some of my friends, when we find bronies on the enemy team, we say, sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs awake, clap your hooves, and do a little shake. I was wondering if Britt and Tara could sing it for us.
Get your iPhones out.
I don't know if I can remember. Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs awake. Shake, do it, no. And do a little shake.
Okay, you want to try it again? Clap your hooves and do a little shake. Ready? Okay. This one's the good one, people. Okay.
Posterity.
Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs awake. Clap your hooves and do a little shake.
You sound more like a drain pipe next time.
That'd be sunshine, sunshine. All right.
I have a question for all of you to ask. Are any of you gamers?
No. You know, the new WoW came out, and I've been considering it, but I really want to live my life. I've seen it suck people in and they never come out. I know guys that we used to be like friends of mine, and their girlfriends phone me up like, is my boy with you? And I'm like, no, I've never seen him. It's like, never mind, I found him. He's in the attic again playing WoW. And I just found out they're called WoW widows. It's my girlfriends of WoW, World of Warcraft people. So no, I'm really keeping it myself.
And I've heard that the brony fandom can have that effect as well.
Yeah, but it's good.
I think I got one more, but we got a lot of questions. This guy's been waving his ball around for like the last half hour. That's dedication. And now he's shaking all over because he's been waving it for so long.
Sorry about that. Sorry, I've just waited a while, and it's a statement for Tara that leads to a question. I told you before how amazing it is that you've been a part of my life, but the most personal time you've been a part of my life is when you played Raven on TV.
That'll be my next cosplay.
Excited.
And when I did it, when you did the Trigon arc during the 4th season, it was during a time in my life when my initial perception of myself was falling apart. So to hear you play a character that believes in what they can do, whatever they wanted, and regardless of what had been laid out in front of them, and that was something I really needed to hear at that time. It was so special for me to hear that. And I have so much gratitude, and for a guy who has so much gratitude that he can't possibly express, I would love to give you a hug. If
Come
I
give
may.
me a hug.
His name is Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam.
By the way, we all love hearing stories of how things that we've done and said have helped you and touched you, and we hear it a lot, and it really makes us so proud and grateful to you two for letting us know. And so we're happy to help, and that love goes back and forth, full circle.
You bet. I think we got time for one last question, so it better be a really good one.
Who has the best? I see Prudence raising her hand. I think I'm gonna ask Prudence because
Dear
she's
Prudence. Dear Prudence. Won't you come out to play, and what's your question?
Whoever sang the song, like, when I was just a girl, I found it very subtly that Twilight sang. Can you sing that for me?
I think that was Kazumi Evans.
Yeah, I don't think she's
She's
here.
not here. Do you want to sing it for us?
Does anybody else know the song really well who could sing it?
Or you can all sing it
Okay. This nice girl's gonna sing for you, Prudence.
When
Everest.
I was just a filly, I found it rather silly to see how many other ponies I could meet. I had my books to read, didn't know that I would ever need other ponies to make my life complete. But there was one colt that I cared for, I knew he would be there for me. My big brother, best friends forever, like two peas in a pod, we did everything together. He taught me how to fly a kite, best friends forever. We never had a single fight. We did everything, we shared our hopes, we shared our dreams. I miss him more than I realized.
really big round of applause for all these amazing voice actors.
Round of applause for you for the